On 1st March in the US, which is 2nd March in Singapore, cause with Singaporeans, everything also must go first. Joe Biden gave his State of the Union speech. Okay, I know you don't know what State of the Union is and think it's related to NTUC or whatsoever, so let me educate you. In the US, the government is split into 3 parts. One is make laws, one they call Congress. One is execute the law, one they call Joe Biden office. And the third one is, the last one not related here, so don't confuse you. So, State of the Union is an annual address whereby the president, who is the head of the executive branch, tells Congress what he wants to do that year. Actually, it's more of a tradition only. Cause just say only, then people in his party will crack while people in the other party will just sit. But this one is the first time Joe Biden gives a speech in the crowd, cause last year special, no such thing. So everyone is interested. So here's what you know about what he said. I'll summarize and simplify for you. Don't see if you don't understand my essence, you idiot. So usually when Joe Biden speaks, right, either he becomes sleepy or we become sleepy. This time around, right, we become sleepy. So I just focus on the main things he said. If not, you will fall asleep in the toilet. You not watching this in the toilet, man? You think a 3-year-old cat? Because unlike other State of the Unions, this time no drama one. Nancy Pelosi never crap like this or tear away the speech. But last time Nancy Pelosi did that because Trump different party, but never mind, you confused, so let me continue first. The poor president must have revised his speech last minute because I watch political drama, they always prepare months in advance one. Because Biden of course have to talk about the Russia-Ukraine war which started just a few days ago. He said the generic things but added that the US will close off airspace to Russian flights. Then he talked about petrol prices because just like Singapore, the Russia-Ukraine war has led to increase in petrol prices in the US. To counter the increase in prices, he said he's going to increase 30 million barrel of reserve oil, so that supply will still kind of match demand. Today I learned that US got many oil reserves. Is it because he said the country has moved beyond the Panasonic, right, and most people don't need to wear masks now, but must stay against new mutations. So you can see this year's State of the Union is as boring as watching a Biden leak water. But never mind, it's got me to watch for you instead of you watching it, right? So in the meantime, if you think I'm a good cat, right, consider subscribing to our channel. If not, you go eat shit, you